This next problem is almost certainly harder than anything you would be asked on the GCSE exam. So if you can do this one, you could do anything that you'll be asked on the exam. We have a bracket which contains 19/20 plus 3/5 times 1/6. This is then added to 2 1/4. If we use BIMDAS, this helps us decide which order things should be done in. We have brackets and we have addition. So the bracket should be done first. But note that the bracket itself contains an addition and a multiplication. So we need to make a decision here too. Addition and multiplication, if we look at BIMDAS, the multiplication should be done first. We write down the 19/20 since we're not dealing with this just yet. We then need to do the multiplication. 3/5 times 1/6. Note that 3 goes into 3 once and into 6 twice. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 times 2 is 10. So having performed the multiplication, 3/5 times 1/6 gives us 1/10. We still have the 2 1/4, which we haven't touched yet. The next thing to do is the addition inside the bracket. We can write these both as fractions over 20. 19/20 and 1/10 is 2/20. We can now perform the addition inside the bracket, and this gives us 21/20 plus the 2 1/4. We could write this as 9/4, changing it into an improper fraction. So we have 21/20 and 9/4 can be written as a fraction over 20. 4 times 5 gives us 20, so 9 times 5 gives 45. 21/20 add 45/20 is 66/20. We can see that 2 goes into both of these numbers, so we can cancel to 33/10. And we now want to write this as a mixed number. 10 goes into 33 3 times, with a remainder of 3. So we have 3 and 3/10. We could have approached the problem differently from this point. 21/20 can be written as 1 and 1/20. And we're adding to that 2 and 1/4. Adding the whole number parts, 1 plus 2, and then adding the fraction parts, 1/20 plus 1/4, gives us 3 and 1/20 and 1/4 as a fraction over 20. 4 times 5 is 20, so 1 times 5 is 5. So we get 3 and 6/20. But of course 6/20 can cancel down to 3/10. Note that we get the same answer.